Hi, this is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me today for our weekly Oracle and Tarot card reading. And this will be for the week of June 14th to the 20th. And I'm using the beautiful Sufi Wisdom Oracle deck by Rasuli. You can use this reading as a pick a card reading, 1, 2, or 3, or you can use this as a blended weekly reading with all 3 cards. As I shuffle the deck, asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers, the highest good of all. Card number 1, at the beginning of the week, we'll take a card from the top. Card number 2, or the middle of the week, I'm going to take a card from the center. And card number 3, or the end of the week, I'm going to take the bottom card. Okay, and what do we have here? Well, start out the week with transformation, and that is a repeat card. And I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the new camera and the new audio. I must mention that because the Mercury retrograde and also the eclipse eclipsed my old Logitech HD webcam right out of my hands. And now I have a different camera, and this camera is much better as far as the audio quality. So I'm happy that that happened because it was a blessing in disguise. But on with the card reading, we have the transformation card that's saying, let love transform you forever. And we're all going through a transformation, a transition, and it's good when things change, even though it may be a bit scary to experience change because, we don't know how things are going to be. We become fearful of the unknown. But if we stayed in the same stagnant energy, we would never grow. We would never progress on our path. And the winds of change are carrying you towards a wonderful transformation right now in your life. And this card is reminding you that life presents us with opportunities to learn and enjoy. As you experience life, you learn to transform it in accordance with your specific terms and requirements. Some changes are complex, some require insight, and some are just done intuitively. So if you're basically feeling something in your gut needs to change about someone or something, go with it. This is the perfect time to make changes, and you don't need to explain why you feel this way or why you're doing it. You're doing it for the betterment of yourself. So this card is letting you know that, you may need to move out of your comfort zone, and just surrender to life. Sometimes we just have to surrender and allow, your life to flow. And, faith and dedication are 2 necessary conditions that are going to help you to go from what's not satisfactory in your present situation to what's going to be better serving you. So it's time to let go of things that are no longer for your highest good. This may mean people, places, things. It may be a job. It may be a lover, spouse, maybe a close friend. Sometimes people grow with us and sometimes we grow apart, and it's just part of the transformation. So do not resist it. This is a time of transformation. And then the middle of the week, or card number 2, is return to joy. And it says we are here to experience joy. And isn't that the truth? Because a lot of people feel that, life is just one big struggle. And, at times it is. No one's life is perfect, including my own. I've gone through plenty of challenges and struggles. And even when they're happening and you don't feel it's fair and you don't know why, it's always a blessing in disguise. That's how I feel, that you might not understand why you're going through something, just like with my camera. I battled that Logitech webcam and my laptop with Windows 10 for the past 2 months, and if you've been following me, you knew the audio quality was horrible, and I did the best I could. There was nothing that could have been done but for it to be just taken away with the eclipse and the Mercury retrograde. That was the end of it, and now something better has entered my life. So problem solved by the universe. Thank you very much. But we need to trust in the divine plan, and we should enjoy every moment in our life as we move towards, our freedom. Most of us are on different stages of the path, different phases of the path. We all have bad days, bad weeks. We fall down, we get back up. No matter how long we live, if we cannot enjoy our prosperity, we're refusing the divine gifts of life. So this is telling you, this card, to be grateful for everything that you have in your life that you could be happy for, because there's a million reasons why you could be sad and depressed, but guess what? There's also a million reasons why you should feel thankful and grateful every single day. I mean, life is meant to be enjoyed. And I feel what I'm getting from Spirit from this card is a lot of you need to return to that joy in your life. You need to return to happiness. We can't be so serious. And I know we're living in very serious times. But you know what? Life is what you make it. We can't control what's going on in the world. We can't control other people, the way they behave or their actions. It's up to us to dig deep within ourselves and to find the joy of living again. It doesn't have to be so serious. It doesn't always have to be, by strict rules. It doesn't always have to be hard work every single day. You need to take a time out, to just be in the moment and, find your joy. Because there's so many people in this world that have this victim mentality that just keep on playing the story back in their head of what happened to them and how bad it was. And believe me, we all have a story of something bad or tragic in our lives, myself included. I've been through a lot. But if we keep reliving that, that's the frame of mind we're going to stay in. That's going to create our reality. So it's time to return to joy. And then the last card, the third card at the end of the week, is Energy of Love. Oh my goodness, how magical is that? How beautiful. And it says, behold the world through the eyes of love. And that is just so gentle. And it blends in with this card so well, the returning to joy and seeing things through the eyes of love. Now, I don't want you to think you need to be gullible, and seeing everybody is perfect and everything is great. We can't live in denial like that, but we could look at the beauty in every day. And this oracle card is telling you to open your heart, and allow yourself to have love in your life, and, especially self-love. I think of the self-love is so important, okay? Otherwise, if we give in to negative feelings and feelings of hatred and resentment, that's what's going to create our reality. So this card is telling us that, when you feel love within your heart, you're able to give off this energy that other people are drawn to you, that want to give you the same positive energy and reflect it back to you. But, you've got to allow yourself to soften. I know we've all been through a really, really rough year. And I hate to mention in my videos because I don't want to give it any more power or control over people than it already has. But this is up to you to try to take a softer approach towards things. Try to look at things and situations in a loving way and try to find the good in whatever is happening in your life. I mean, we could feel so overwhelmed at times, and we just, once we think of something negative, it just snowballs into a negative thought attack, which I like to refer it to. But, when you give off a loving, kind energy, and you're grateful and you're thankful, and you look at the things that you have to feel fortunate for in your life, that glow emits through your energy and other people feel it. When you're feeling negative and toxic and just exhausted and drained, that also emanates towards other people, and they will mirror that same toxicity and energy back to you. But when you approach life in a gentle way, and I'll tell you, it takes a lot of practice because there's a lot of things going on that we have no control over, that we could fall into that feeling of frustration, and anxiety. But you gotta brush yourself off, pick yourself up and say, okay, I had a bad day, tomorrow's going to be better. Set your intentions on being a loving being, a being of light, a being that is going to make a difference in this world just by smiling at a person or doing acts of kindness and not expecting anything in return. And when you behave in a positive, loving way, the universe will bring more into your life for you to be grateful for. What a beautiful, beautiful reading. If you've enjoyed this reading, please like it by giving it a thumbs up, share it, And above all, subscribe because I will be back with more.